Hey, congratulations. My name is Dan Gilland. We're going to be starting a new sport this spring, middle school boys soccer. We're looking so forward to having an amazing season. Scott Dimlick will be leading the charges. He's going to be teaching not just the athletic skills, but he's going to be teaching our kids about Christ and how they should respond and act on and off the field. So we look forward to an amazing 2022 season.
Welcome everybody. My name is Scott Dimlick. I'm going to be the coach for the middle school soccer team here at Young Americans Christian School. Wanted to go over a few things before we get started. I'm looking forward to the season. Practice times. We have Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. We're going to go from 3:15 till 5 o'clock. We need to make sure that children are ready for practice. They have the proper equipment. The school is going to provide soccer shorts, jersey, and socks. We need your children to actually purchase soccer cleats and make sure they are soccer cleats. The referees will inspect those. If they have a toe cleat on the very front, your child will be forced to sit on the bench. They will not allow them to play for the risk and dangers associated with it on the field. So take a look at that. Make sure children have plenty of water bottles and they dress accordingly. Right now it's going to be a little chilly when we start, but as the season progresses, they're going to need a lot of water. Hydration is very important. They'll be running an awful lot. Couple other things I want to go over about expectations. As far as the season goes, I am a pretty firm coach, but at the same time, I want to encourage these children not just in soccer, but for the rest of their lives. To me, it is important that they set the example on and off the field. Now, this carries over to you parents as well. Parents, they're going to pick up on your behavior. If you're on the sidelines getting upset, yelling, wherever the case may be, because Johnny got tripped or hurt, it's not going to help things. I'm there as a coach. Let me do my job. I encourage you to be as supportive as you can be with them. Give them all the positive reinforcements you can. But if something has to be said to the refs, please leave that up to me. I expect these children to have a positive attitude, whether winning or losing. To me, the optimal goal is obviously winning, but it's more than winning a game. It's character development. This character development is learning how to lose. This character development is learning responsibility. I will hold the children to a higher standard in these aspects. I expect them to be prepared, I expect them to be respectful, and to do their best. I will push them to do their best. I'm really looking forward to that. I've done this many years. I started off, my first coaching job was actually when I was 18 and ended up being at the high school I was attending. One of the coaches there had a heart attack and they asked me to fill in, and I've been coaching ever since. All different places. A lot of the children have had me over at RISA, Rockdale Youth Soccer Association. So I know some of the children and they know me. I'm a very fair coach, but I do hold the children to a higher expectation. A couple other things that we do need to go over. We're going to have games. We have to ride the bus. All students are required to ride the bus. Now, when it comes time for the game over, for them to return, they cannot just get in a car with you and wander off. You have to sign them out with me. I need a physical signature or a text, an email, but I have to see it. If I do not acknowledge it, you cannot take your child. I don't want to be wondering where this player is at and in a panic, so everybody has to let me know. After practice, it is very important that you're on time. We lead by example, so if we're late, kind of gives the children a little anxious, uneasy feelings. The school has a policy that they're not allowed to be wandering around. If your child is not picked up in time, I will be glad to take them up to aftercare. You can pick them up from there, but please give me a call. Let me know what's going on. I don't mind the communication, but the school policy is pretty strict on this. We don't want any child left behind or wandering and unsecure. We are actually responsible for your child until you pick them up. So please keep us informed if you by chance happen to be running late. All right, updates. We will be using the Band app. The Band app is going to be set up. We'll send out more information about it where we will be communicating through that. Band app is a wonderful way for everybody to keep track of what's going on. I will be very active on it as well. Any changes I will post on there. The school also has a newsletter that they put out every week. Now, when you see this newsletter, take a look at it, but remember, it is a live document. So what is posted on Monday could change throughout the week. So periodically check back to see if there's been any updates. And we will also be utilizing the Band app to keep you informed of that, all right? Throughout the season, we'll need parents' help. Concession stands, snacks, gate, all of that. So we'll be sending out a sign-up sheet for that. Anytime that you are available, we would love to have you. We always struggle to find people at gates here, no matter what the sport, at Young Americans, the concession stands, all of that. We would appreciate it across the board. We would love to have you. Now, I know this is a little different than normal. I've always had in-person meetings with everybody. With COVID and the risk of it, they thought we would film this today. So I still want to give an opportunity to any parent that has any questions, any follow-up. My email's listed on the practice schedules. Don't hesitate to call, but I will be available after Tuesday's practice for anybody that has questions. Don't hesitate. I am always here for you. I will talk to you. Now, let me get into that part of the discussion. Okay, on and off the field, the school has a 24-hour policy, and truth be told, it's pretty much universal. It's not just here. So during the game, let's say I didn't give Johnny enough playing time, and you're upset. I'm going to ask that you reserve those comments for 24 hours, then come up and talk to me. I will be more than willing to sit down, talk with you, and discuss why and what has gone on. But I do not want to have any confrontation. I do not want to elevate any tensions that may be in the air because it was a bad beat or even that of a great game. So I'm here for you. I will communicate with you, but we want to make sure that that positive role model is there, not just from me as the coach, not from the players, but you as the parents as well. And a big part of that is going to be communication between us. I kind of strive to be better than average when it comes to communicating. So don't hesitate to reach out to me. I look forward to a wonderful season with you guys. One of the Bible quotes that I will be utilizing throughout this season, I always say, set the example to my players, and I really pound it in. So 1 Timothy 4-12, let no one despise you for your youth, but set the believers an example in speech, conduct, love, faith, and purity. I am going to be trying to push that throughout the season. I believe the way we present ourselves is going to prepare us not just for the game of soccer, but for the future. I thank you for your time.
And mainly right now, I want to introduce the rules and policies that we need to follow. If you go into the yacs.us website, go to Campus Life, you can pull up the athletic documents, and you'll see a copy of our athletic handbook. Kind of looks like so. And in that handbook, it'll have every rule, every policy that we need to follow. I'm going to highlight just a few. The first one is physicals. If you haven't received a physical, haven't gotten a physical for 2022, call your local doctor and schedule one as soon as possible. We need the physical, the concussion form, and the athletic permission form completed before you start practice. The second key thing I want to emphasize is attendance. I know the coaches are going to get into it, but when they schedule practice, it's very important that the athlete is attending practice. You know, we have people that kind of go back and forth. We understand things happen, but we've got to be at practice. If you're not there, communicate with your coaches. Another key aspect that I really want to highlight is when we play a game, we need parents to be there. We need parents to help us with the gates, with the scorebook, anything that we need. And we're going to even ask for volunteers to help with snacks as we go through the season, hopefully for all of our sports. And another aspect with games, there's some games that maybe your child doesn't get in. We do have a policy, it's a 24-hour rule. If you get frustrated or if you have questions, we want to wait 24 hours after a game before we start calling or talking to the coach. And we want that communication, but we just want to give it a few, basically 24 hours so we can get our thoughts together, evaluate the game, because we do video, we do try to watch to see where we might have made a mistake. We've already had tryouts. We've already sent out a list of all the players on the teams, and we're excited because you're receiving this. Obviously, your child is playing a spring sport. So our preseason parent meeting, we're doing it different. You're watching it. And I kind of like this. This is going to be good. That way you can save it in your archives and you can have it. And if you have a question, you can go back to the video. Another key aspect I want to hit is if your child plays multiple sports. Right now we have a lot of athletes that play basketball and baseball. If they're in basketball, we're asking, if all possible, we need them to finish the basketball season before they commit and start playing baseball. There might be some dates that we don't have practice in basketball. They can come and practice. There might be some times that we can come and hit, do little things before their practice. But we want to make sure that they commit to staying in that sport. They cannot quit basketball or quit another sport and pick up and try another sport at this time. So they can't go from basketball, I'm going to quit and go play baseball. I'm going to basketball, go quit, go play soccer. We won't allow that. And the last thing I really want to emphasize, and we'll get more into it individual, is lettering. We are very specific about lettering. Lettering is outlined in the handbook, so if you went line by line, but the child has to earn it. The coaches will set their rules, what they want to see, but we have rules that are set specifically. If we win state, 8th graders can letter. But it's really based off of playing time. It's based off of what the coach feels like that student athlete has brought to the team. We want to make sure that we do the right thing and not just give out something. We want them to earn it. And the last thing that I have is I want to talk about sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is very important, not just among the student athletes, but among parents, among coaches. We all represent Jesus Christ in everything that we do. And my favorite Bible verse is Colossians 2:6, if you have received Christ Jesus, then walk in him. So everything that we do, we should show Christ. And so that's an introduction. I appreciate it. And if you have any questions, you can email me at dan.gilland, Gilland, @yax.us. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Angie Haynes, head of school, and I just want to end our video by thanking Mr. Gilland and all that he does to organize and help with the sports program in so many different ways. Also, thank you to the coaches that really pour into your kids. And, they are not here for the pay. They are here to help mold these kids, help to grow them in Christ. Sports is a big part of teaching our kids how to work on a team, and it builds school spirit and helps promote healthy lifestyles and so many things. And so I appreciate you parents as you support our coaches. I know you guys do a lot too in providing snacks and helping and working in different areas. And we really look forward to what this season has for us. I just want, as a note in closing, to say to you, please, this is in a Google form. There's a place for you to click showing that you have watched the video, and I ask that you please let your athlete watch the video as well, because it just has very important information in it. Also, please click the Sign Up Genius link. We'd like for all parents to help out, participate in any way that you can. It just helps our program to run so much smoother. Thank you so much, and go Eagles!